Welcome to 444 Empath Tarot. Take a deep breath and relax.
Hi Libra, Jen here. I'm going to go ahead and do your March reading. If you're new here, my name is Jen. I give intuitive messages. I am a spiritual lighthouse and I provide guidance. If you're back, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And you have no idea how much that means to me when you click on my video and decide to watch it to the very end. So thank you so much in advance. Let's go ahead and clear the energy, bring in angels, spirit guides. Let's go ahead and protect this reading. No trickster energies, only energies for Libra's highest and greatest good. I'm gonna go ahead and pull your recent past energies, current energies, which is the catalyst, and what's coming towards you, and then any advice cards, oracle cards, anything to just tie the reading together so that it makes sense for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. All right, angels, spirit guides, let me get reading for Libra, for whoever's watching, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and for their highest and greatest good. Recent past, 5 of Pentacles, current energies, 9 of Swords, what's coming towards you, Queen of Pentacles, or the outcome. Clarifying the 5 of Pentacles is the Page of Swords. Clarifying the 9 of Swords is the Ace of Wands. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is the 3 of Swords. So give me 1 second, Libra. I just want to sit in your energy so that I get the most accurate readings from Spirit. So just give me 1 second. Okay. All right, Libra. So no specific theme here, but I do feel for some of you it is leaning that way. With the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, obviously here with the 5 of Pentacles, I am feeling like some sort of, it's either financial hardship or some sort of, you're feeling isolated. You're feeling isolated, you're feeling left out in the cold, and this was in the recent past. So it's not in your current energy, but there was a feeling of just being left out in the cold, right? Feeling like no one understands me. I'm going through things and just no one can see me, feeling very invalidated. And it's clarified by the Page of Swords. So 2 things. There could be some sort of miscommunication here, and there is a need for thoughtful communication. Now this can come in the form of gossip, this can come in the form of defensiveness, but it has to do with words being exchanged, right? And that's where I got the energy of feeling like just isolated, feeling like no one understands me. I'm speaking and it's landing on deaf ears. And what this tells me is that there's a need for better self-expression. There was a need for thoughtful communication here, either with a different party or with you, where there had to be some defensiveness let down. Again, it can be from you or another party. I'm not really clear on that yet, but I think it's the part that feels isolating and feeling unheard and unvalidated, that definitely is coming in as your energy. But the part about thoughtful communication and just being able to communicate how you feel and not feeling defensive, I don't know if that's the other party or the other situation or if it's you, and I will clarify that. And that was in the recent past. In the current energies, I do see here some mental recovery with the 9 of Swords in reverse. So that's excellent. I love that for you, because whatever it is that you were battling with, any mental turmoil or just feeling emotionally unstable, you've kind of sorted that out in the current energy. And there's like this new creative spark here with the Page of Wands. Either something came in that kind of brought you back to life, or something, it's almost like the veil has lifted and the blockage is kind of it's not affecting you as much. And you could have done some work with this, like some internal work yourself. But I do feel that there, you know, there is some sort of exploration here. You're in the exploration stage, and it could just be you either revisiting your feelings, sitting with your feelings. It's just giving very much expansive and almost even going inward with this. I'm also even getting like a revelation, even like an aha moment. Now what's coming towards you is the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Now for some of you, this is for a specific group of you. If this has to do with work, you are feeling like you don't have a work-life balance. It's like work and no play. All I do is work and I don't have time to myself. That's the energy that I get with the Queen of Pentacles. You don't feel very stable. You feel like it's like it's the scales are not balanced when it comes to this. And I don't know if this has to do with work. It can be a relationship, it can be friendships, it can be an environment, but there is an imbalance going on there with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and it is causing some sort of heartbreak. It is causing some sort of heartache with that. Give me 1 second here. For some of you, if there's a feeling of betrayal as well, again, I don't know why I'm getting workplace. It's almost like if you did feel unheard, left out in the cold, you feel like betrayed to a certain extent. You feel like I put in all this work, I come here on time, I always show up, and I'm not being acknowledged. I'm not being given the accolades that I deserve. And that's coming off like it's really weighing on you. It's really weighing on your heart. It's giving a feeling of betrayal. It's giving a feeling of heartache, and it has to do with some sort of imbalance. And it could be work-life imbalance, or it could be, you know, if you're like, I don't even have a job. Maybe you, I don't know, babysit your neighbor's dog, but they're not paying you enough, or you're constantly having to show up for a situation, but you don't have time for yourself. If that makes any sense, that type of work-life balance. It doesn't necessarily have to be with work, but there's a specific area in your life where you're giving more than you're receiving, if that makes sense. It's like you're putting so much time or so many eggs in one basket that it's literally causing the scales to tip. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers regarding that, Spirit, and see where this is going. We definitely need some clarifiers because I get the gist of it, but I want to go ahead and get really deep into it and seeing what's going on. But I do feel, again, in your current energy, there is some mental recovery, and there is some sort of blockage that is coming off, like the veil is lifting off, but the issue is still there. It's like you see it, but how do I get through it, right? And that's, you know, hopefully we'll get you some guidance for that on how you can approach this situation. So Spirit, let me get a clarifier for the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in reverse. Let's see here. Eight of Swords. Yeah, you feel like held hostage. You feel held hostage here. You feel like there is literally no way out. And the good thing with the Eight of Swords is that there is always a way out, even though you are feeling trapped, right? You're feeling trapped and you want self-liberation. That's ultimately the energy of the Eight of Swords. You want to flip that upside down. You want freedom from whatever this is. And it could even have to do with freedom of speech. You want to be able to articulate how you feel. You want to be able to put up healthy boundaries. You want to be able to say exactly how you feel, maybe without being penalized or feeling like, well, if I say how I really feel, I'm not going to be liked. That sort of energy right there. So whatever that is with the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, with you feeling isolated and feeling kind of defensive or feeling like there's no clear communication, it's definitely stemming from a feeling of feeling trapped, you know. And you could feel trapped at work, you could feel trapped in a relationship, friend group, whatever, where when it comes to communicating, you feel like you can't speak up. So let's see your current energies. 9 of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands. Let's see here. King of Pentacles. You want stability. You know, the King of Pentacles, he's very stable. How he sits is very stable, you know. And he's the king of money. he's the king of money. And it also has to do with financial leadership as well. Whenever I see this card here, that has to do with almost like aligning success with integrity. And again, I don't know why I'm pulling like job, but if this is not work, this is a situation where there's some sort of labor involved and it doesn't feel fair. It's almost like labor laws being broken or someone taking advantage, or a boss even, where you see things for what it is, right? You see right through the facade. Give me 1 second here. This could even be someone that you spoke to that's in leadership, and they validate you. You know, they validate you, and that's kind of like the boom. Like, okay, I knew I wasn't wrong. But it's only one person, and I think for some of you, you need the whole collective to hear what you have to say. It's not just that one person validating you it's good, but you need it to go global. You don't just need that one person. Maybe it's a coworker, a friend, an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, who validates how you feel. You need the whole collective. Maybe it's the whole office. Maybe it's the whole friend group, the whole family, to really hear what you have to say. So let's go ahead and clarify that Queen of Pentacles and 3 of Swords, because you are feeling some instability here. It's like you get through that, but you still, it's like it's not good enough. So let's see. 7 of Swords. Yeah, 2 ways this can go, Libra. 2 ways this can go. 7 of Swords. There is some deceptive energy here. Yes, I am validating that. You are absolutely right about how you feel in whatever situation this is. And what's coming out is, again, 2 things. Validating that there is some deception, and number 2, the need to be strategic. So if that means coming up with a different plan, coming up with a different work schedule, putting up boundaries even, that's what's going to be the thing that works in your favor. Because again, it's clear as day with the 7 of Swords. There is some, how you're feeling is not out of nowhere. You're not going crazy. I'm telling you, you're not going crazy. These are based on the cards, it's that's what's showing that's happening. There is some trickery, some deception going on, but there is a need to be masterful. There is a need to be strategic with this, okay? And that can mean whatever it means to you, just overall coming up with a strategy on how to deal with this. So let's go ahead and get some advice cards here, Spirit. What advice do you have for Libra? What advice do you have for Libra? King of Cups, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and Strength upright. Okay. Give me 1 second. King of Cups. There is a need to stay calm in this situation. Have control over your emotions. When you present this or when you confront this. That's number 1. Number 2, with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, there is a need to be self-sufficient, okay? Now is not the time to feel like you have to rely on anyone, or, oh my God, if I say this, I'm going to lose this, X, Y, and Z. If I do X, Y, Z, I'm going to lose my dependency. No, now's the time to really stand in your self-sufficiency, not be overly dependent on anything or anyone, okay? That's a facade. That's almost like an illusion I'm getting from Spirit. That feeling like if I do this, then I will lose this. That's not real, okay? then strength. Have compassion with yourself. Have patience with yourself, okay? Don't feel like something is wrong with you. Don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. Don't feel like, you know, you're overreacting. Have compassion and have patience with yourself. Whatever this is, you're going to need a lot of strength for it. That's number one. You are, because I think you're up against something that has made you feel very trapped and very alone for a long time. So right now is not the time to cower. Stay emotionally balanced. The King of Cups, he's emotionally balanced. He stays calm in any situation. People could be yelling, screaming, and he's the calmest one in the room, okay? Understand that you are self-sufficient and be compassionate with yourself. That's your advice, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull an Akashic card record for you to close this out, Libra. And I'm glad that you're here if you stood to the end and heard your advice, because I think that's what's really going to help you at this time. I think you kind of got the gist of what's going on. Your eyes are opening up. You're in that exploration stage, but you're trying to figure out a strategy, okay? And the strategy, like I said, is to stay calm and be compassionate with yourself, okay? Above anybody else. The compassion needs to go to you first. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, wow. Virgo got this. I don't know if some of you have Virgo in your chart, if you're on the cusp, but victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results, Libra. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will your abundance start to flow. Absolutely. And that goes hand in hand with this Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles in reverse, because upright, this is an independent card. This is about independence, luxury, you know, relying on self and not relying on anyone else. And I'm not saying that you have a victim mindset. I totally agree that what you feel is very valid, if anything. But the goal is not to sit in that. The goal is to take action on that so you can reverse that. There's a butterfly here, and the butterfly comes out of a cocoon first, right? A caterpillar, and then evolves into a butterfly. So that's what you want to do. You want to evolve into a butterfly so that you can gain your freedom, because right now you're feeling very much stuck, okay? So if any of these messages make sense, Libra, leave me a comment, give me a like, a heart, share it. And in any event, you're like, this doesn't make sense to me, watch another placement. Your rising sign, your moon sign, Venus sign. And until next time, Libra, take care.